Hey, my name is Sam. This is my first video for my new booktube channel. I'm a little bit nervous because I'm actually quite shy and I don't usually record myself, so if this seems a little bit awkward or stuttery, I apologize. I'm going to try to get better as I do more videos, hopefully. I've been wanting to do this for eons, but I haven't gotten around to doing it until just now. The thing that finally convinced me that I wanted to start a booktube channel was my 24th birthday, which was on September 30th. And my partner treated me to a massive book haul that I absolutely didn't deserve, but which I was very happy about anyway. um, so I got a bunch of books, and I thought this is a perfect excuse to make a video for a booktube channel and hopefully get involved a little more and make some more videos and get to know some people that have similar tastes in books as I do. So I guess instead of babbling, well, I guess I'll tell you a couple things about myself. I live in Pittsburgh, and I have a BA in English literature, and my primary focuses in school were Gothic literature, primarily concerned with gender and sexuality, and also Australian literature, with a special interest in Patrick White. So there will probably be some of that, but I'm also trying to broaden my interests as much as possible. But I do really enjoy horror and fantasy, and some modern stuff, so there probably will be proportionally more of that than most other things, but I'm very much open to suggestions, and I'd like to read things that are a little bit outside my comfort zone. Until recently, I didn't really know I liked science fiction, but I found out that I do, and now I really enjoy it, so I'm glad that I branched out a little bit. But yeah, so that's basically my life in regard to how books relate to it. So yeah, I guess I'll just get started with my book haul. And I got my books for my birthday from 3 sources, basically. First, I had a small Barnes & Noble trip the night before my birthday where I got a few books. A few of them which I ordered specifically to pick up, and a couple that I picked up just because I was there and I have impulse control, I guess. And then the day of my birthday, we actually went on a camping trip, and the point of the camping trip was to just sit in a cabin somewhere pretty and read. But my partner took me around to half-price books in the area and let me spend $100 on books. And obviously at a half-price books, that's a lot of books, so I got quite a number of them. And then also the impulse control issues. A couple days after that, we stopped at an Ollie's, and I spent my birthday money there too on books. So I guess I'll just start with Barnes & Noble books that I got. The first one I got is Wings of Fire, which is by Tui. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce this. Tui Sutherland. And the reason I picked this up, other than just really liking dragons, is because I know that she is involved in the Aaron Hunter series of warrior books and seekers and blah blah blah. So I thought more animal-esque fantasy from her would probably be very good. And again, I like dragons, and I also thought the dragon art, like on the cover, and there's also illustrations inside the book of different species of dragons. I thought they were really nice. Like, not obviously like grand artistic accomplishments or anything, but I just like the designs a lot, and I'm excited about starting a new series about dragons from the point of view of dragons, because that's something I really like to read too. I started this already. I'm on page 42, and so far I do really like it. Obviously it's pretty juvenile, but it's not in a bad way or anything, and I do think that I'm going to like the rest of the book and hopefully continue with the rest of the series. So there's that one. Here are the 3 that I ordered to be picked up. The first one, which probably won't surprise anyone, is Lola and the Boy Next Door by Stephanie Perkins. I'm almost finished with Anna and the French Kiss, and I really, really like it, and I didn't like the thought of finishing it and not having another book like it to pick up afterwards. So I went ahead and I got this because I didn't have it in stock, so I thought I could get it ahead of time. And I also at the same time picked up Isla and the Happily Ever After. So I will be starting these very soon, and if they're anything like Anna and the French Kiss, I think I'll like them. And the other one that I ordered to be picked up in the store was The Outside by Laura Bickle, which is the sequel to the hallowed one, which is, I don't know how much I want to say without giving away like the cool part of the story, but it's kind of like an Amish horror story. And I'm not like the kind of person that normally reads books set in Amish communities. I know that's a big genre, but I haven't gone there before. But I saw this reviewed on or the first one, I saw reviewed on some blog. I forget which one, I'm sorry. And it sounded cool, so I bought it. I bought it several months ago at Half Price Books, and it was only like $5, and I thought, I might as well because I love horror, and it seems like an interesting concept. And it was great, and I loved it, and I finished it, and I was really sad. And I finished it like a week before the paperback came out, and I almost was just like, I don't care about money, I'm just going to buy the hardcover. But I was like, no, just calm down and pre-order the paperback and pick it up for your birthday, which is what I finally did. And I actually, through all of that, like crazy, like I can't wait to read it. I haven't actually started it yet, so I guess I'm glad I bought the paperback. But I'm going to start it soon, and I'm very excited. I'm actually also waiting for my partner to read the first one because they said they would, and they haven't yet. And I would like someone to discuss it with. So if anybody has read the Hallowed ones and likes the series, definitely let me know because I really want to talk to somebody about it because it was so exciting. So yeah. Next one I got, and this is the other one that I just picked up just because, I don't know, I was picking up my ordered books when I was in a bookstore, and you understand. Is Unwind by Neil Shusterman, and I saw a booktuber, and I'm like really terrible with names. If I actually get to know anyone on booktube, you'll learn really quick that I'm really bad at names. So I apologize, and I'm going to start taking notes about who recommends me what, so I can actually thank the person in the video when I pick them up, because I appreciate recommendations a lot. But yeah, so Unwind. It sounds like a really cool concept, and yeah, I just thought I'd give it a shot. I've never read anything by him before. So yeah. And then I guess I'll get started with some of my... That was everything I got at Barnes & Noble. And then the next day, like I said, we went to Half Price Books. We went to 2 of them. And I guess I'll start with those. I'm kind of embarrassed about the first ones, but I thought in the spirit of being complete, I will mention everything I got, even though I'm like embarrassed and I want to leave these out. I won't. I got some manga. Most of the manga. Don't tease me. Are these BL manga? In my defense, they were all in the clearance section of Half Price Books, which basically means they're free. They weren't literally free, they were $1 each, and I don't know, I got one. Don't think less of me. I don't know. One is yellow. I haven't read any of these yet, so they might be really terrible. I will let you know later. But I got yellow, something called Hero Heal, and they had the first and the third one, and they were $1 each. And I was like, they don't have the second one? And me and my partner looked for a while because that really bothered me. So I figured if I like the first one, then I just have to get the second one, and then I have the third one. So I just got it anyway. And I got something called Lies and Kisses. I don't know anything about them. They were $1. I like manga. Here they are in my house. I'm gonna read them. Yeah, okay. The other manga I got was 50, which I've read before, but I got it at the library, and this was on clearance for $1 also, so I bought it to have it because I did like it. Thought I might as well. And then here's another really dorky purchase, but maybe not quite as embarrassing as those. I got a bunch of Wishbone books. The Wishbone TV series was like my favorite thing when I was growing up. It was like a tradition, like every time I was homesick from school, my mom would let me rent some Wishbone VHS tapes from the library, and I would eat soup and watch Wishbone. And then I actually like to read, so I discovered Wishbone books. And I had quite a few of them when I was younger, but something happened to them over time. So when I saw these in the store, I couldn't resist. So I got them. They were only like $2 each anyway. They're based on like good novels, and it's Wishbone the dog, and I don't know. So yeah, I got one is called The Treasure of Skeleton Reef, and this is a Wishbone mystery. I'm not sure how those differentiate from regular Wishbone books yet, but we'll find out. So yeah, it says the wealthy Wyndham Foundation donates the Skeleton Reef Lighthouse to the Oakdale Historical Society. Joe Talbot and Wishbone are on hand to help restore the building. But there is more to this donation than meets the eye. They soon learn that the lighthouse holds the key to incredible treasure. It also holds dark secrets that threaten Oakdale and spell danger for Wishbone and Joe. So, exciting. I don't know. The next one I got is Selfie Dog, which is one that there is an episode about, and I like that one, so I was excited to see it. Musketeers. The Hunting of Hathaway House, which is another Wishbone mystery. I have no idea what this is about. It's Halloween themed, which is appropriate because it is October now. And Forgotten Heroes, which looks like is also a Wishbone mystery. Looks like it's sports based, which I don't care about, but I was like, whatever. I like Wishbone, maybe I'll like it anyway. But that was them. There's plenty more. Also in the clearance section of half-price books, there was this Daybreak 2250 AD, and it just seems like an adventure sci-fi thing. I don't know what it's about at all, but it was also $1. And my partner and I both thought that the cover was so cheesy. Look at that. There's a cat. I like cats. And there's this man on this raft going somewhere defensively. So I don't know. We just whatever. We were like, we like campy old novels, so it's not as weird as it seems. But I got a book called Being Dead by Vivian Vandeveld. And this looks like a short story, a YA short story collection of horror stories, which is right up my alley. Which is like YA horror and horror intended for young adults and like juveniles, like children, in print or like on TV, movies, TV shows. It's like a really weird special interest of mine. Probably because it had like such an impact on me growing up. So I really like reading them. They're like good horror, but they don't usually make you feel like you're about to die. So I don't know. I like them, and I find them also kind of like sociologically interesting. Just what they choose to show to children throughout time, like what is considered appropriate and horror for children. I don't know. I'll probably talk about that more some other time. Also in clearance, this is also $1. I got a book called Under the Green Hill. I don't know what it's about, but I don't know, it had a nice like fantasy cover. You can see. It's by Laura L. Sullivan, and I think it has elves. No, fairies. I'm sorry. It's very different. Fairies. So yeah, it's a fairy book. I don't know. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, which I've already read, but I read it on my Kindle, and I loved it. So I got it in print, because it was also in clearance for $1. You're going to notice that theme probably will get a lot in the video. I love clearance books. Next, I got Snow in Summer by Jane Yolen, which I've been meaning to read for a while, because there is not very much left that Jane Yolen has written that I haven't read, because she was like my favorite childhood author. I read her Pit Dragon trilogy when I was in middle school, and or maybe late elementary school, I don't remember. But that is a weird book to read when you're a kid. It's even weird to read when you're an adult, but it's really good. So if you haven't read her Pit Dragon trilogy, which I think starts with Dragon's Blood, and then it's Heart's Blood, and I forget the last. Oh god, it's been so long. I need to reread those. They're really good. But anyway, she also wrote The Devil's Arithmetic. She's written like a whole bunch of fantasy and retellings of classic fairy tales and stuff. Briar Rose is really, really good. They'll make you cry. So maybe like read it alone. if you get embarrassed. So, Snow and Summer. I'm excited. Actually, short story time. She actually agreed to do a video conference with my young adult literature class when I was in college, and she was amazing. Like, I got to ask her like questions about like the Pit Dragon trilogy, and she was really nice, and she's really smart, and she's a really good writer, and I want more people to appreciate her because she's great. Sorry, I'll stop gushing about Jane Yulin. The next book I got was Ghost Night by Cornelia Funk. I've read other books by her. I've read, what was one with oh my god, why am I blanking? I'm sorry. She's good. I like her. I've never heard of this book before, though, because I'm not, like, a huge fan. But it was on clearance, so I thought I'd pick it up. It has, like, an interesting cover, although I was like, okay, yeah, like a stylized ghost horse or something, but, like, it has this weird dust jacket kind of thing that slips down, and then it gets, if you pull it down off the front cover, hold on, if I can even get it, I'm not capable of. What is going on? What is with this horse? This weird horse. It's not what a horse is shaped like. That's scary. I don't know if it's intended to be the scary part, but I am afraid of this horse. What is happening? I don't know. But we'll see, I guess. I got a book of horror stories called Terrors. It's old, but it has some recognizable names in it. There's a Stephen King story in here, Orson Scott Card, Chelsea Quinn Yarbrough. So yeah, I mean, there's definitely a few authors in here that you can feel pretty confident their story's going to be good. And like I said, I like horror, and I love short horror because I don't have a very good attention span. So yeah, I started this one already. I'm like halfway through it. So far, it's been pretty decent. There's been like a couple that I'm like, how did that even get published? So that's the case with every short story anthology I've ever read in my life. So also in the clearance section, I found 2 Buffy novelizations. Yay! I love Buffy. I found the Willow Files Volume 2, and I found Unnatural Selection. Unnatural Selection by Mel Odom, and the Willow Files Volume 2 is by Yvonne Navarro, but it's based on the screenplays for a few episodes of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So this isn't new material. This is basically printed, published fanfic. So next, here's another movie one. So I found a Star Trek book for $1. I don't know how to pronounce it, but Kobayashi Maru, novel by Julia Ecklar. So here's more published fanfic. But I like Star Trek. I've only watched the original series, and my friends are trying to convince me to watch the other ones, so I will get on that soon and probably read novelizations and things written in those series also quite soon. But I like Star Trek. I got A Wizard of Earthsea by Ursula K. Le Guin. I'm sorry, I'm not pronouncing it. I've only seen it in print a million times, which is why I bought it, by the way, because I've had multiple friends tell me to read books by her. And this seemed like a pretty easy read, and I think I've heard about this one the most. So, I got Dragon Wing Volume 1 by Margaret Weiss and Tracy Hickman. I'm reading the Dragon Knight series right now, and this is by the same people, so I thought, I like that. I'll probably like this. Might as well get originals. And I got some Humphrey books. Humphrey the Hamster. I love Humphrey. I don't know. I have the first 4, and I love them. And this is, which ones are these? This is 7 and 6 and 7. And I didn't have them, so they were half-price books. This one was $3. I think this was also $3. and I wanted to have them because I'm gonna buy them all eventually anyway. Because I love hamsters. That's something you're gonna learn about me very soon if I continue to make videos. Is that I love hamsters. I have a hamster rescue, and who knows, maybe I'll put some hamsters in my video someday, but I really like hamsters, so I read all kinds of hamster things. I love to read books about hamster care. I love to read books with hamsters in them, which there isn't a lot, but there should be. Hamsters are my thing. I am an adult, but I got the Vampire Tapestry by Susie McKee Charnas, which I took out from the library. I read 75% of it, and I loved it, and then it was due again, and I couldn't renew it. And I never finished it, even though I loved it, and then it was at Half Price Books, and I had to have it, because I need to finish it. I'm probably going to start it over again, just for the sheer pleasure of rereading it, because I like what I read so far so much that I don't mind rereading it. This is a really good vampire book. If you are into vampires and you haven't read this, I'm sorry for you, but take note that this is worth reading. It basically tells the story of a vampire who's really quite unique, actually. He doesn't have fangs. He's like has kind of like a, I don't know what to describe it. It's kind of like a needle thing in his mouth that he uses to draw blood from people, and it's kind of like sympathetic to him, but also not. I don't know. It's very complicated, and it involves a lot of different people that he interacts with that learn what he is and then have to deal with that in different ways. But yeah, I have no idea how it ends. Maybe I'll hate it when I finish reading it because it'll have a terrible ending. So I guess qualify that with I haven't read this book yet and I don't know if it actually sucks. But so far I really, really like it. It's one of the best books I've ever read, actually. So I'm hoping that continues to be the case when I finish it. I've been meaning to get a box set of The Lord of the Rings for a while, but it's really hard to find them where they don't have like the movie covers on them, and I don't like those. I wanted to get like more of a classic-y fantasy illustrated version of them. I actually found this at Half Price Books. I think I got it for $12, so it's all 3 volumes in The Lord of the Rings, and it's also The Hobbit. And I just thought the cover of the box was very classy. It wraps around. It's cool. I don't know. There's just, I don't know. It looks how I feel like The Lord of the Rings should be illustrated. The actual books are very dull looking, but not offensively so. And they're in really good shape, and they have the illustrations in them. The type is nice, it's easy on the eyes, and it was cheap enough and good enough shape and exactly the kind of look I wanted in them that I bought them, and they're older. Actually, I'm not sure when this was published, this set. Let me check real quick, because I'm curious. Okay, it looks like this box set was published in 1978, so it's older. It's in really good shape for 1978. Wow, okay. So I was really happy about that purchase. I got this. This is my elastic strap bookmark, sorry. Walking with the Dead by Travis Adkins. I didn't realize this was in a series until I started reading it, because it doesn't clearly say it anywhere. So, I don't know. I don't like it very much so far. It's just like whatever, zombies. But, I mean, I guess if I do wind up liking it, I'll read the rest of the series. So far, I feel like I can get through it, not having read the one that came before it, and it's not bothering me too much. But I also am like, well, maybe I'd like it more if I had read the first one. So, I don't know. I almost feel obligated to give other books in the series a chance before I criticize this one too much, so I'll let that go for now. I got Black Radishes by Susan Lynn Meyer, and this is probably a really mortifying, like Nazi Holocaust YA book, and those always make me really sad. So I'm sure this will be a wonderful experience for me. That was also in clearance for $1. And then at Ollie's, I got a book called Tokyo Heist. It was $2. I don't know why I got it, except that I was kind of in the mood for mysteries, like crime mysteries for some reason. And it was cheap and hardback and kind of nice looking. But I started it, and it's not very good, honestly. But yeah, oh sorry, that's by Diana Wren. It's not very good. I'll probably finish it anyway, because I have trouble starting something and not finishing it, but I got Rabbit Hill, and that's by Robert Lawson. It's like in the Puffin Classics library, so I thought, I don't know, I love animal fantasy, and it's from the point of view of animals. And the cover is terrifying. Like, what is that? That's not a rabbit. I don't even know, but I try not to judge books by their covers. So I don't know, it's just a rabbit-centric fantasy story that I thought it's short, and I'll read it. And I got 2 Sarah Dessen books. This one I also along for the ride. I had to return to the library also. I liked it. And this other one, Lock and Key, I don't know what it's about. What the heck is it about? Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. So I've seen multiple people on booktube recommend Sarah Dessen as like good light reads. And I'm a very anxiety-prone person, so I am looking for more light reads. So I do like Along for the Ride a lot so far. So I'll give her other work. She seems very prolific. So I'll read more by her, and hopefully I will also like her, because I can use the easy reading. Oh boy. Yeah, you guys are probably all going to think I'm like a freaking child after this book haul. And I do like children's books. But at Ollie's I was so excited. I found volumes 2 through 6 of the Shark Wars series. Oh my god. Look at this. These covers are just the epitome of cool. Look at, what? Is that a frilled shark? They're so scary. Have you seen, you should look up frilled sharks if you haven't, they're terrifying. So yeah, these are all by E.J. Altbacker, and I've read the first one, and I like it. It's animal fantasy from the point of view of a shark. And there's all kinds of deep sea drama. So I got, basically, they were $2 each, and they're hardcover, and they're brand new. There's not even anything wrong with them. I like Ollie's for that reason. But yeah, how much were these originally? $13. They were $13. I got all of these for $2 each, brand new. So I had to. I was obligated. I liked the first one, so I wasn't gonna buy them. You're right. Okay. I got the third book in the Werewolf series. I read the first one. I like it. I don't have the second one yet, but I got this for $3 in hardcover from Ollie's, and I thought, I'm gonna get the second one. Might as well get the third one ahead of time, so I have it. And hardcover and brand new and $3. I don't know. I can't help it. I didn't price them that way. And I'm on my last book now. The last book I got was This Star Won't Go Out by Esther Earl. I got this for $4 at Ollie's. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have read it. I feel really bad saying this. I have finished this, but I didn't really like it very much. I feel really terrible saying that, because I know it's like this girl's like memoir, and like she went through a lot of really hard things. And I'm sure like she was just as great as like all of her friends and family make her out to be, but like the book itself, like the formatting and like the content, like the way it's structured, I don't know, I didn't really like it. It seemed like just kind of almost like a scrapbook of things that didn't seem especially meaningful. Like there was a lot of inside jokes and things that I feel like you would not appreciate very much unless you did know her. I guess in that sense it was like interesting to read about a person and like her relationships with people and all the things that went on because of her. I do like the actual book design is nice. There's like a lot of nice colors and the different types of material are printed differently in the book. Like there's different colors and stuff used for them so that you know what kind of document it is. And that was really cool. And there's pictures and there's like actual handwritten letters and stuff like that. So it is a cool book, but I didn't really like it. And I feel like it was kind of haphazardly put together. So yeah. But it only cost me $4. And I had recently read The Fault in Our Stars after avoiding it for a while. Not like for any reason other than like I'm just not usually interested in that kind of book, but I like to try to read what's popular so that I understand like what people are talking about. And I didn't like that either, but I thought maybe if I read about this girl, I'll appreciate that more, and like I guess I kind of do, but I also still don't really like either of them. I'm sorry. I know it has a lot of fans, and you're perfectly entitled to enjoy them. I guess they're just not my thing. So yeah, that was all of them. Obviously, I got a lot of books for my birthday, and I'm really excited to read all of the ones I haven't started yet. And needless to say, I'm kind of like on a book buying ban for the most part. Probably for a while now, at least until I finish those. It probably wouldn't be very responsible of me to get any more books until I go through a significant amount of those. But so yeah. I'd like to hear what people think about some of the books that I got. If you're also fans of any books that I'm a fan of, if you have any recommendations based on the books that I said that I like so far, or if you just want to suggest which book I should read next based on the haul that I got, I'd love to hear from you, so just comment. I'm thinking my next video will probably be a review of the next book that I finish. And maybe a Halloween themed video if I get the nerve to do it. Picking maybe like my top 10 favorite horror books, because I feel like that's kind of something that I'm knowledgeable about, and I might be able to have a good, interesting, and insightful video. Hopefully, getting people to read some good classic horror novels and some not so classic, but I'll think about that. I'll decide what to do next later. But yeah, so if you have any suggestions, especially for making my videos more watchable, I'm just using my laptop web camera, and this is my work room where I work. I crochet for a living, so I'm definitely going to try to consider a better looking background to shoot my videos against. So maybe one day I'll wind up with a better camera and I won't look like a ghost and things will have more definition. And probably the quality of the audio will be better because I'm sure I don't sound anything like what I actually sound in real life. So suggestions, comments, all that stuff is cool. I guess I'll stop now. I'm excited to finally go through with this, and I hope I get to meet new people and have fun and waste more money on books. So yeah, that's it. I guess goodbye.